Hey guys, what is going on today? Bojo here, and we are back in NHL 18 to do our third random jersey number fantasy draft. As you guys know, I've already done two versions of this type of video, so if you want to go check them out, links will be in the description. But if this is the first one you guys are seeing, welcome. Make sure to hit the like button if you would not mind. Sub if you guys are new, and also to leave some suggestions for comments and other video ideas down in the comment section down below so we could continue to do all these. So if this is your guys' first ever random number jersey fantasy draft, how it's going to work is I basically have a random number generator on my phone, which you guys will be able to see right there. It's between 0 and 99. I'm not going to set the parameters any more crazy than that, but I will roll that on my phone. It'll give me a random number from 0 to 99, and using that number, I will reference it to a website that I have up here on my computer, Hockey Reference. And we're going to take a look at all the jersey numbers that NHL players wore throughout the year, and we are going to make our selections in the fantasy draft via those jersey numbers. Now in the last episode I picked two jersey numbers, and I could pick any players from that list. Once again, I'm only going to do one jersey number for this episode, but I will be able to pick two players from that list for the fantasy draft. Alright, but first we need to figure out which team we are going to be substituting, so I'm just going to close my eyes and I'm going to stop right about now. The Vegas Golden Knights. Okay, so no Stanley Cup for you guys. We're going to substitute them out, and we're going to put our new created team in there. Okay, guys, so I have set up our rules for this fantasy draft once again, and we're going to randomize where we are going to be making our first selection here in round number 1. So since this is the third episode, I'm going to hit the Y button this time to randomize 3 times. So let's see where we're going to be picking. So first, number 2, second, where are we at? 20th, and we are going to be selecting this episode at number 24. Okay, so not great. I'm hoping that there will still be a pretty fantastic player, which we'll get at number 24, but hopefully it's going to be somebody good. Remember, these first 2 picks are going to come from the same jersey number, hopefully, unless there's not enough players, but hopefully we will be able to get a superstar player here with this first pick. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to randomize it here, and our first jersey number is going to be number 12. Alright, so let's see. Let's poke around in number 12, and let's see who we might have a chance to get here. There's a couple good players. Okay, so Eric Staal is actually an 85 overall. That's not bad. Hopefully we might get a better player down the line. So I don't think we're going to be able to get a superstar player in this time around, but Eric Staal will be a very, very good first-line center for us for sure. 85 overall. Nice little playmaker. So you know what? My first pick is definitely going to be Eric Staal right here. And then hopefully I will be able to grab Patrick Marleau with the next one as well, because I don't think there's anybody else here who I really want. I'm just seeing Josh Bailey maybe. I don't know what his overall actually is. Let me sort by players here. Let's see if I can hit Josh Bailey. Actually, you know what? I am going to take Josh Bailey as well. He's 85 overall as a two-way forward, so that could actually be my first 2 decent first-line players right there. I have a good center and a good winger, both at 85 overall. So, you know what? I'll take that. I'll take Josh Bailey and Eric Staal, my first 2 picks. Not bad. All right, guys, so here we go. Our next number is going to be number 45, is that? Yep, number 45. He is still here, 83 overall as top 4. I don't think I see any other really good defenders there. No, I do not see. No, I'm going to take Sami Vatanen right here. And then hopefully that goaltender is still there for my next pick. Okay, and obviously he is still going to be here, so we're going to grab Jonathan Bernier as well. I usually wait a while to get a goaltender. The last episode that we did, I really did not get any good goaltenders whatsoever, but I'll take Jonathan Bernier as well. So we get ourselves 2 really good forwards to start, a decent defender, and honestly maybe a backup goaltender if I could get lucky in these next couple rounds, but Bernier should be able to still do pretty well for us. Alright guys, here we go. We're going to go drawing our next number here, and it is going to be number 33. 33 double threes. Okay, so I'm going to take Zdeno Chara first. I'll take Big Z, 40 years old. Like I said, age really doesn't matter, nor does cap, but I just want to stack up the lineup as best as I can. So adding another 84 overall defender will definitely help us out. So I'm going to take Chara with my first one. Okay, and then for my other selection, I'm going to go with Victor Arvidsson here. There's nobody really else on this list who I think I would want that hasn't been taken so far. Buffalo was taken. Everybody else like Clayson, Gauthier, nobody really else all too fantastic. Goligoski maybe. Cam Talbot, I think, was taken. I didn't check Cam Talbot. If Cam Talbot is still there, I might grab him. He is 83 overall. Would be an upgrade over Bernier for sure. Do I want to go with Cam Talbot and just stack up the goaltenders, or do I want to, like, let's see, so I got Chara and Vatanen, Stahl, and Bailey. Arvidsson would be a nice little addition to it. You know, I'm going to hold off and maybe I'll get another goaltender a little bit later. I'm going to go for Victor Arvidsson for sure. I'm going to still need some more offensive firepower on this team. So I'm going to take Victor Arvidsson here. And where is he? Victor Arvidsson, there we go, 83 overall, 24 years old. He can obviously get better throughout the year. We might do a couple simulations with this team, possibly, but we'll see. I'm definitely going to take Victor Arvidsson. All right, guys, next jersey number is going to be number 71, is that? Yeah, 71, okay. All right, so this next list doesn't really have the greatest players, but I am going to take Rittman here. He's only 79 overall, however, his offensive category is still really good. It's got like all 86s and an 88 in there for slap shot power, so he might not be great on the defensive side of the puck, but he still has a really, really great shot. So I'm going to take Rittman here. Okay, so he is still here. That's good to note, and I am going to take Nick Foligno with the other selection from this number. 29 years old, 82 overalls, another two-way forward. Might be some depth on offense. That's definitely worth the addition. All right, guys, next numbers are going to be, what's the next number? Whoops, sorry. Whoops. Hold on. Number 50, I think that is. Okay, so I'm going to take Chris Tierney with this next pick, 79 overall. Once again, two-way forward. Getting us some more depth on the bottom part of the lineup. Not a bad choice right there. All right, and then once again, getting some more depth for this lineup. Antoine Vermette is going to be my next selection as well. So we're really building up the depth of this team. We have okay up front. I don't think we're going to be getting any more studs up front with this team, but we're definitely building a nice, solid depth lineup. All right, guys, next number, it is going to be 6. All right, so first off, I'm going to take Chris Weidman. This is a very, very defensive-heavy number here, so this will be a good chance to grab up some defense. So Chris Weidman will be our first selection there, 80 overall, which is not bad. Marco Scandella is still on the board, so I think I'm going to take him as well. So we're going to still continue to build up that defense pretty good so far. Our team is actually not looking too bad on the defensive side of things. I definitely still need another goaltender eventually. So numbers are definitely getting lower right now. We're going to have to work with some prospects as well, but 24 is going to be our next number. All right, so unfortunately all the defensemen that I wanted are not available to be taken, so we'll take Ryan Callahan's big salary cap. Obviously, we don't have to worry about salary in this draft, so we'll still get a nice little 78 overall type of player that hopefully will be able to help us out here, and we'll keep moving forward. All right, so we're going to take Dad Reed here, my good old boy Matt Reed. Pretty much there's nobody really else greater that we can pick on this list with number 24. Everybody else has pretty much been taken, so I'll take more depth as well. Matt Reed, he's a two-way forward technically in this game, so that should definitely help out as well. 28, okay. I'm going to get my boy Claude Giroux, that's for damn sure, but we'll see what we can get. All right, so I think I'm going to get closer to completing my defense core right now. I'm going to take Mike Riley. He's only 76 overall, but still that's not a terrible selection for our team. And then my next one, I'll see if the other person is available as well, because I might be able to complete my defense right here. Yeah, I'm going to forego that last defensive spot. Hopefully I get like somebody a little bit older, but I'm going to take Kyle Brodziak here. I know he's a fantastic defensive player in this game, so I'll take him as well. And we're getting closer to completing our offense. All right, guys, next pick, 74. All right, so unfortunately, this list is kind of limited to who I can take. Borieski is here, so he's probably going to round off our defensive core more than likely. And with this last pick, I don't know if there's anybody else I can take. Carlson, DeBrusk, DeMello, Slavin, Soros, and Tippett are all not there. And I don't think Ethan Bear shows up. All right, boys, next number is going to be 40. Okay. All right, guys, so we're in that last pick for number 40. Remy Ellie is our only eligible player, pretty much, so we'll take him as well. All right, took a very long time to simulate there, so probably the game is running a little bit slow at the current moment, but number 1, wow, do I really have, like, anybody to choose from there? Technically a backup. Let's see, so 3, 3.5, 3.5. He's got 3, 2.5, 3.5. puck control I think is better than that, so you know what, I'm going to go with Rito Berra here for our backup goaltender. Alright, and then for this next pick, like I said, we're going to start doing maybe 2 numbers at a time right now, just because I'm starting to run out of really good players to pick, and obviously I'm not going to be picking between goaltenders, so 14 and 41. So whoever I choose from those two, whatever I want. Alright, so Vancouver fans will probably like this pick right here. Alex Burrows will be joining my team, unfortunately. Alright, so I didn't notice that Thomas Plekanec was still there as well, so I am going to take him as well. He was wore that number in Montreal before making the switch to Toronto. So I'm going to take Thomas Plekanec here. We should be close to wrapping up soon here, so let's see. We still got a bunch more rounds still left, so I'm going to try to fly through the rest of this here, guys. Alright guys, so I finished off the last part of our fantasy draft here. I just wanted to get done as quickly as possible. Didn't need to show you guys the last little bit of numbers there, but just picked some of the best guys who I thought were available. I did manage to get Nicholas Kronwall in there, so that should definitely help our defense a good bit. But let's assemble this team together and let's see how good it may look. So after doing all of our draft picks with those jersey numbers, this is the team that we have assembled. So Josh Bailey, Eric Staal, and Victor Arvidsson are going to be on line number 1. Radim Vrbata, Chris Tierney, and Nick Foligno on line number 2. Matt Reed, Antoine Vermette, Alexander Burrows on line 3. Kyle Brodziak, Thomas Plekanec, and Ryan Callahan on line number 4. So in comparison to the team that we drafted last time, it's not going to have like those couple of superstar stud players that we were able to get, but the depth as an overall and defensive depth as an overall looks really, really good. A lot of two-way forwards for sure on this team, some grinders. A lot of guys with some really good defensive categories, and I mean if Josh Bailey, Eric Staal, and Victor Arvidsson can get it done on line number 1, this team still might be able to be pretty successful. As we go to the defense now, Zdeno Chara and Sami Vatanen are going to be the first pair. Marco Scandella and Nick Kronwall are going to be the second pair. Mark Borieski is going to be the third pair, along with his former Ottawa teammate Chris Weidman. And then in net, we're going to have Jonathan Bernier and Rito Berra. Now, this goaltender duo might look a little bit weak, but honestly, it's a lot better than what we had to deal with last time. I think we had like James Reimer and Rito Berra last time, or Reimer and somebody else, but this time we get an 82 overall and Jonathan Bernier, and we made the playoffs last time with like a 79 overall goaltender, so it's definitely possible that we can get the job done with Bernier in net. Alright, so we're ready to get starting with our simulations here. We're just going to take it to the halfway point. As you guys see, we did substitute the Vegas Golden Knights, so we are going to be in the Pacific Division this time around. And let's go to the halfway point and let's see how this team does. Alright guys, so I missed the halfway point just by a couple of games here, but we currently sit at a record of 17, 20, and 7 so far through, how many games is that? 44 games played. Sitting at 41 points, Edmonton currently holds that third spot in the Pacific with 49 points, and I believe the wild card is being held by Winnipeg at 47. So technically we are only 6 points out, 3 games away. Bailey, only 24 points. Eric Staal is not doing great on that first line center role, only 17 points for him, which is not good. Vrbata does have 14 goals, so once again, that's the reason I picked him up, is to be a goal scorer, and he's done just that, 14 goals for sure. Bailey has 10 goals, 24 points. Vermette, who's I think second line center, is he second line center or third line center? I forget, but he's got 23, and there's all the rest of the point totals, as you guys can see. Not doing too fantastic wise offensively, but you know, they're still doing a decent job trying to keep the puck out of the net. Vatanen's leading the defense with 19 points. Nobody else is in double digits, as you can see. Pretty much everybody's in negative. And then the goaltender position, Bernier is doing his best. He's 15, 15, and 7 with 3 shutouts. Save percentage of .912, goals against 2.64, which is not bad. Berra is 2 and 5 in 8 games, so not the greatest save percentage. .913, better goals against average than Bernier, but still, this team needs to find a way to pick up the offensive side of the puck if they want to make the playoffs. So let's finish up the season here, and hopefully good fortune will be on this team's side. Alright guys, so unfortunately the regular season has ended, and the team is going to be on the outside looking in here for the first time in our jersey number draft. This team unfortunately finished 36, 38, and 8 for a total of 80 points, finishing 7th in the Pacific Division. And as you guys can see, Pacific Division and the entire Western Conference was pretty damn tough. So as you guys can tell, that like depth drafting style really didn't work with this specific team all too much. They really needed that superstar player to really help bring them up over the edge, and I think a couple more vets on defense might have been able to lock it down a bit. But as you can see, we did have 4 people over 50 points. Nick Foligno had 56. Verbata had 53. He was a 30-goal scorer, so once again, it's the reason I drafted him, to get the goals, and he did just that. So I have no gripes with Verbata. He did his job. Vermette had 51 points. Josh Bailey had 50 points. Eric Stahl was kind of a disappointment. Only 39 points on the first line. That's pretty underwhelming. Arvidsson with 44. Matt Reed with 36. Burrows 33. Tierney 32. Brodziak, Callahan both had 24. And then Plekanec both had 19. Defensively, Vatanen had a pretty damn good year. 43 points for him as a defenseman. It's not bad. 6 goals, 37 assists. Kronwall 14. Wideman with 13. Scandella with 10. Chara with 8. And Borieski with 4. Goaltenders, Jonathan Bernier did end up finishing over 500 if you don't count overtime losses. 31, 28, and 8. 3 shutouts on the year. Save percentage of .907. Goals against average of 2.79. And then Rito Barra 5 and 10. 9.909, 2.64 on the year. So unfortunately, guys, we will not get playoffs this time around with our random jersey number draft. First time out of the 3 videos that we have done so far with this team. And as you can tell, it's really difficult to build a very good team if you do this way. Obviously, the randomization of where you're going to pick in the draft obviously limits your choices, and then just picking jersey numbers as a whole is so difficult. I think building a series around this would also be really interesting, but finding websites out that have like AHL jersey numbers and like other international jersey numbers, I think is so difficult to find on the internet. I would definitely be down for something like that, but it's just so hard to find all those numbers, and it's going to take a hell of a lot of research in order to do that for sure. But that'll do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, leave some suggestions down below, guys, for some other things you guys would like to see done in franchise mode. Other than that, I'll catch you guys next time, hopefully with another one of these jersey mode drafts. Maybe we'll go back into the created team portion of this, and maybe we can build ourselves a nice little stack team. Other than that, catch you guys next time. Peace.